Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. It is a reading that is just a general reading, and so I'm here to do a bonus read for you. Thank you so much for clicking here. Taurus, I'm just saying thank you for all the ways that you've been loving me on this channel. I do appreciate you. Just thought I'd come here to see what sort of energies might be coming up for you during this weekend. Tell me what is up for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please remember that this is a general reading and that this reading does not have a date or time, and so this could be something that resonates with you right now. But please understand that for some of you, you're not on the cycle, and it could be for a year from now, right? So take it as it resonates for you, and if it doesn't resonate for you, maybe the next one, right? Tell me about Taurus. Tell me what Taurus needs to know, please. What's the most important thing that Taurus needs to know? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It's the most important thing. All right, we've got one here. The most important thing you need to know is that there is an Ace of Pentacles on the table. The universe is about to bless you with something here, Taurus. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles, please. What's this blessing? Tell me about Taurus. What's the blessing? Taurus, we do have this blessing that is showing up with a tower in the future. So for me, the tower in the reverse is something that is about to show up. You're about to experience a tower, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be, you know, a hard tower. It feels like it's going to be something that shows up and sort of shakes you down. It's like it's something that I feel that you're not expecting. There could be a new beginning or some sort of an investment showing up here. It almost feels like you've been really careful to avoid towers here, but I don't think you can avoid this one. We've got the Hanged Man. This tower is going to give you some sort of a perspective on a new beginning that you never thought you'd have. It almost feels like you've been looking for stability or wondering, what can I do to make things more stable? It feels like you're in this sort of sacrificial energy. What do I have to sacrifice this time in order to get the Ace of Pentacles? I don't think you really do have to sacrifice anything. I think the only sacrifice that's going to come, Taurus, is that you're going to have to endure a tower. And so the thing is that whenever something really good is about to show up, that's when the tower arrives. Because if you're going forward, if you really are going forward, and the tower always tells me that you're moving into the future. So if you're going into the future, then the other things that you no longer need, it's time for them to go. And so I feel like this tower is actually going to give you a perspective that it's only a clearing of energy, so other things can arrive. What else? Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles, please. We've got the Five of Cups, we've got the Six of Swords, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is very interesting because I think that you've been waiting for something to show up for you. It is coming to you in the 3D, and that's why it's traveling so slowly, right? So things that travel on Earth here are much slower. It has to be, so we can learn our lessons while we're here. But I feel like there is something showing up that is stable. It feels like there's a decision that comes along with this tower that's going to be showing up in the future. And I do have the Five of Cups and the Six of Swords. It tells me here that you go from this energy of feeling sad or feeling regretful or feeling it almost feels like you think that the universe is done with you. Like nothing else is showing up. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but nothing else is showing up. I feel like the Six of Swords tells me that this time is a time for you to be by yourself. It feels like it's a time of for you to move forward to something that is of a more stable. It's a more stable place that you're moving to, but it also, I feel like you're moving to this more stable place because of some sort of messages or things that you've learned. So Six of Swords is that for me. It's like it's a healing that comes with making some sort of decision that I deserve more than chaos. I deserve more than the choppy waters I've been in. And so it does feel like this is showing up right on time, as everything does, right? It's showing up right on time, but it does feel like it's something that I don't think you've been waiting for it, but it's been slow in moving toward you here because the Knight of Pentacles is here. Tell me about the Hanged Man. What sort of perspective are you going to get from this tower, Taurus? We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Nine of Swords and the Two of Cups. Taurus, I feel that the perspective that you're getting as the tower falls here is to not be in such a hurry. I'm going to say that everything comes in its divine timing. And the energy that's here with the Nine of Swords and the Two of Cups tells me to tell you to stop worrying about love. It's going to show up when it's supposed to show up. And I feel like now is the time. Like the Knight of Wands is here, and it makes me feel like, not only is passion showing up, but it is a passion that is going to turn into love. But I feel like I'm supposed to tell you to stop being in such a hurry. That's where the frustration comes, right? When you're in a hurry and you want it now, and where's mine? And we start throwing little tantrums, right? But it just shows up when it's supposed to. And I feel like now is when it's supposed to show up. So I feel like you don't have to worry about it. Like the universe has got your back, and I feel like there isn't anything that you need to worry about here. But I feel like you are worried because it hasn't shown up yet. Well, it shows up when it's supposed to, and that's why. Tell me more about this love that is showing up for Taurus, please. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the World card, and we have the Five of Wands. I feel, Taurus, that you've been putting a lot of hard work into something. So it could be your work, like your workplace, or maybe you have a business. But it feels like you've really been working hard on closing some sort of chapter. And the chapter that you're closing, Taurus, I feel is this impatience. It's impatience. It's beating myself up because there's so much competition out there. Nobody's ever going to pick me. Like I feel like the world is telling me that you're about to accomplish something that's coming from your hard work. And the World card is like something is coming full circle here. So I feel like this is a milestone for you. This is almost like I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Justice card here, because it does feel like karma. It feels like the World card is telling me that maybe there's something that's wrapping up here, and an old chapter is closing, and the old chapter that's closing is, I feel like the work that you've done on yourself, Taurus, is enough. Now, we never stop working on ourselves, right? Ever. But I feel like you've been working so hard, Taurus, on yourself. And I feel like the door that's closing here is you're no longer going to be hard on yourself. I feel like you're gaining some sort of stability here, that you've moved from sadness to the less choppy waters, to the calmer waters, right? And it's because of things that you have learned, right? We've got the swords. You can see how they're grouped with the 4, which is healing of the mind, stability of the mind, and then the 2, making a decision to move forward here. So it does feel like that while you're making a decision to move forward, and while you've been working hard on yourself, that the universe is working in the background. The universe is going to be throwing you a tower, Taurus, and this tower is going to usher in a new beginning here. And I feel like it is a new beginning in love because of the Two of Cups. Tell me more about this. Got the King of Pentacles. So it might be somebody who is a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. The court cards can absolutely be people, but please understand that they could be someone who acts like this, because this is an energy as well. They could be someone of any other sign, but they are someone who's quite stable financially. They're someone who is living in abundance. They're someone who is very giving and kind, like an overgiver, but they're also someone who has the Midas touch. It's like no matter what they do, it turns to gold, because they are somebody who gives to the universe, and the universe gives back tenfold. And they show grapes on this card, because grapes are like the hardest thing to grow. And I feel like this person is a super hard worker, as Taurus is, right? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. It feels like this person is somebody who is ready to provide for you, or somebody who is ready to be in a relationship where they can be a provider. They could be a masculine leaning energy, because the King of Pentacles is here and is masculine leaning energy. Sorry, just dropped a card. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles, please. You're about to step into a very abundant cycle here, Taurus. So if you've been feeling in lack, if you've been feeling love's never showing up for me, the stability is never showing up for me, it feels like there's been some worry that things aren't coming fast enough for your liking. I feel like when this King of Pentacles shows up, this person is going to slow you down, like in a good way. We do have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Hermit, so this person is wise. I like it. They're very wise, Taurus. They could be a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus. They could be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. It could be a Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or a Leo. we do have the Queen of Swords here. So I want to say that the King of Pentacles, whatever sign they are, that they are somebody who has boundaries. They are somebody who's very highly intelligent. They are somebody who uses their words, right? They're not going to, this is not a game player. This is someone who is using their words, who is being very honest and truthful, because they are a person who is full of wisdom. They might even be quite spiritual, Taurus. And I feel like that would fit you just perfect, right? Taurus can be or is quite spiritual, or in some cases psychic. So I feel like this person is somebody who is going to invite you in. They're going to be very honest and truthful with you. They're very solid and sturdy. They're very balanced. They could have a Libra placement or maybe a Virgo placement. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So they are somebody who's willing to build, willing to grow. They're really good at reciprocal energy. They're really good at having somebody's back. So when they get into a relationship which is friendly, which is where I believe this is going to start, it's not going to start in passion or fire. I feel like it's going to start in stable, sturdy, let's move it slow, let's get to be friends first. It feels like you might do a job or they might do a job, which one of you could look in on, like maybe they're on social media, or maybe they do something that is of a public nature. They work in a public place where anybody can access them. But this person, I feel, is also a teacher. It's almost like people like to speak with them or like to be in their presence because there's someone who's very solid and sturdy and a very good teacher. This person is also very good at collaboration. They're very good at cooperation. So this seems like a really stable and sturdy person, and it feels like this is all going to start in friendship, because for me, the Three of Pentacles is a community, or it's a friend of a friend, or, you know, there might be one degree of separation or two degrees of separation. Like maybe someone invites you in, or someone introduces you to them. Like it feels like that way. Tell me more about Taurus, please. We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. We have the Temperance card, and we have the Hierophant in the reverse. Very interesting energy. So the Temperance energy is telling me this is the moment. This is the moment when you're supposed to meet this person. It does feel like for some of you who are not on this cycle, it could still be sometime in the future, but for others of you, it could be within the next 5 weeks or 2 months, something like that. If you haven't already met this person, some of you maybe are coming here to find out information about a person maybe you've just met. It could be that. The Hierophant in the reverse to me is also somebody who's quite spiritual, like the Hermit, but they are somebody who's on their own spiritual path. So they're a non-traditionalist. This person may not want to get married. This person may never want to live together. This person is non-traditional. So they are someone who makes their own rules, but they are someone who is a leader. They are someone who is a good teacher, a spiritual teacher. It does feel like they're more like a hermit than they are like the Hierophant, because it feels like this person is maybe someone who is not necessarily into reading someone else's doctrine, but they make their own decisions. And this is a person, I always say in the Hierophant in the upright is somebody who maybe is a priest or a bishop or somebody who runs a church, right? But when they're in the reverse, it seems to me that this person realizes that they don't need any of those people to connect to their source, their God, their source of energy here. So this is somebody who's kind of on their own path doing their own thing. And I feel like you were supposed to meet this person right exactly at the moment that you're supposed to meet them, because the Temperance card is here. So I feel like you've been patient and it's taken some time, but I really feel that you're meeting somebody who's really quite interesting, but it's going to take flexibility from you. It's going to take changing your mind. It's going to take, this person may not be someone who you're traditionally used to. They may be someone who is a van lifer, or they may be someone who is someone who lives their life as a leader, and people like to follow them, but they're a non-traditional leader. They allow people to freely think around them. They're not telling them, you must obey a doctrine in order to follow me. All right, tell me what else is coming up for Taurus. We've got the Magician, we've got the Chariot, and the Emperor. Look, you've manifested this. Taurus, you've manifested an Emperor here. This person could be an Aries, but understand that the Emperor is all of the kings as well: Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. And this chariot energy here, they could be a Cancer. I feel like this person is somebody who is, I feel like your manifestation is coming in way quicker than you think it is. I feel like for some of you who are on this cycle, and those of you who already have the wisdom, I feel like those of you who have already closed a cycle of self-development, like you've really been looking at yourself and realizing that there needed to be changes within you. So if you're the person who now has a different perspective on life because you've been working on yourself, I feel like you're the one I'm talking to. And it feels like you are about to meet someone who is very in charge, I want to say. They're very in charge. They're someone who makes their own decisions. They don't usually follow a doctrine. They are a free thinker. This is somebody who is stable, right? They are stable in their energy. This might be someone who is not necessarily going to bring all of their feelings to the surface. The Emperor is also the King of Cups, right? Who is Scorpio. But we have the Chariot here, which is Cancer energy, and Cancer doesn't usually bring their feelings to the surface right away. So I feel like it's almost like you could have met this person already and you don't really realize because they haven't really showed you, but they have taken an interest in you. I feel like this is somebody that you have manifested here. Tell me what the outcome is for Taurus. We have the Strength card. They could be a Leo or have a Leo placement. I feel like when this person met you, if you've already met them, that they sort of bit their tongue because they wanted to think about it first. This person didn't want to just, let's do it now. Like that's like the Emperor isn't an Aries energy, but understand it's a grown-up Aries energy. And it's not only Aries that we're looking at. We're looking at all the kings. This person has wisdom. They have balance. They have the vision of the King of Cups and the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, as well as the King of Wands, right? So this is somebody who I feel held back or bit their tongue, and they're not really sort of, taking a run at you because I think that they wanted to think about it first. Is this really what I want? And then we have the Six of Cups, but I feel like you really left an impression with them. I feel like you're thinking about them and they're thinking about you if this is somebody that you've already met. Now, I feel like if you have not met this person already, this is somebody new. And it feels like this is somebody who's a grown-up. I'm just going to say, whether you're the masculine or the feminine, I feel like you're about to meet an emperor, somebody who takes charge of their life, takes charge of a situation. They're somebody who might be a business owner. They might own multiple businesses, or they just may be somebody who's carrying it all on their own, but they've been through a lot, right? They've been through a lot. This person is battle ready. You can see that the Emperor is wearing this armor underneath this cloak. And to me, that red cloak means that this person is stable and secure. That is the base chakra, the root chakra. This person has a crown on as well, which means that they have a lot of wisdom, that they're willing to receive information from the universe. I really do feel like this is someone that you're still thinking about if you've already met them. And I really do feel like it was just a flash in the pan. You may have met them in a group and spent a little bit of time with them, and now you're thinking about them. They're thinking about you as well. We do have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. And so I feel like you feel pretty good about this. I feel like you don't feel it to be overbearing. You don't feel this person to be overbearing, that they're very kind. It feels like the Nine of Wands in the reverse tells me that you're not nervous about it. It's time for you to come out from behind the fear wall, Taurus. There it is. Look at that. It's brand new love. I'm just saying, I was feeling that all along, right? We have the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups. This is going to turn into some sort of new love that's going to make you very, very happy. And that's what it feels like here. So it does feel like it could be one of many signs. Let me give you all of that information here. And this person is going to act like an emperor or the King of Pentacles. So they're going to approach you as very stable, sort of under the surface a little bit, right? Not really showing you their feelings. We've got Virgo, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries. We've got Cancer energy here, Aries and Gemini, Taurus, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. So this person's going to, for those of you who haven't met them yet, it's going to be a tower in the future that shows up, and that's how you meet them. And it's coming in divine timing. And it's going to give you a different perspective about this person. Yeah, there we go. just going to leave that there, Taurus. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I'll be back because I'm always back. You know it. Have yourself a beautiful weekend. By the way, if you are Canadian, happy Thanksgiving. It is Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend here in Canada. Take care, you guys. Love ya. Bye.